Hey guys, what's going on? I'm going to try to do a short video this week. I've gotten a lot of calls and emails in the last 3 weeks about different sound bites on different types of pot calls. So which surface sounds different than other surfaces and what's the pros and cons of each. So today I'm down here and I thought I would go through and got some time with everybody, trying to participate in this social distancing and whatever. I got a little bit of downtime and thought I would try to shoot a quick video on the different call surfaces and just run through every one of them. What I did was I went to the shop and I got the plastic gripper pot of ours, and I got it in every surface that we carry: slate, ceramic, aluminum, copper, brass, and then I've got glass. And then I'm going to show you the difference between a wood and the plastic. So that'll show you guys a little bit of what each call sounds like. These calls are, you can see, they are tarnished. They're tore all to pieces. These are our demo calls that we have out at the shows, where these calls have been ran by thousands of people over the course of the last 5 years, for sure. So we'll see what they sound like. I just pulled them out of the box and haven't really conditioned any of them. I hit that glass one just a little bit, but we're going to see what each call sounds like, so you guys can tell the difference in the frequencies and the pitches of each call, and maybe that'll help you select what surface that you want to run. Typically, if you're a beginner or a novice caller and you want something more easier to run, it's going to be your slate, ceramic. Those are more forgiving, and that's what I'm going to start with here today, and then I'm going to work my way across the table. So let's get started. This is a Hickory Striker. Just pulled it out of the box. It's still slick on the end, and so is this one. So these haven't been conditioned at all. But I'm going to start off with slate, and I'm just going to do some yelps on each one of them. So this is a slate call. So that one's slate. Real easy call to use. It's real forgiving. So that's what your slate's going to sound like. This is ceramic. You can see these are all scarred up. See what this one sounds like. Now, the difference in those two, the yelp is a little bit duller. It's easier for a little bit of softer calling. Your slate and your ceramic both for soft calling. The yelp's just naturally duller with those two surfaces. The thing is, between the two of those, the ceramic is easier to cut on, which you can tell. I mean, this thing, it just cuts so sharp. So that's one of the kind of the advantages to ceramic. It's easier to get a little bit more excited on, and that's those two. Now we're going to move into the metal surfaces that we carry, which we carry aluminum, copper, and brass. And I'm going to start with the aluminum. And people ask me all the time, well, what's the difference between a metal surface and like slate? I tell them that the big difference is taking a baseball bat out, hitting a baseball with a wooden bat, versus hitting it with an aluminum baseball bat. It's got a ping to it. It's got a ring to it. It's got that metal sound. Here we go. This is aluminum. Okay, so that's got that It's got that metally sound in the beginning of the yelp, which kind of creates that higher pitch front end. Next one is copper. This is our #1 seller. Here we go. You can tell right there that's just got a higher volume. The aluminum has got the ping to it, that metally sound, but it doesn't have as high of a volume as what the copper does. The brass and the copper sound a lot alike. Okay, so they're going to be really close. Both of them are very heavy calls. It's got just a little bit higher pitch at the beginning of the yelp. It's just got a little bit higher pitch and then it rolls off. Okay, so we went through slate, ceramic, aluminum, copper, brass, and I think those are the easier starting here. These two are the easiest to run. These three fall into the next category. They're metal surfaces, they're a little bit slicker, but the metal surfaces, all three of these are soft metals, so the striker grips them pretty well. Okay, the last two here that I've saved are glass, and I think glass and crystal are the hardest to run, just because the surface just isn't real forgiving. So this one, you can see here I've conditioned this one up pretty well. This is a glass call. Okay, so that's a glass call, and those calls are all in the same pot. It's the same gripper pot that we've designed and made. It has these grips on it, so you can grip the thing well. And you know, you wouldn't believe how much of a difference that makes than holding a slicker style call. So all 6 of those calls that you just heard came out of the same exact pot, so you can, with the same striker. So that gives you a real comparison between those 6 surfaces. Okay, now let me show you the difference between that and our wood glass call. And so just to run this plastic one more time. Okay, that's the plastic. Now let's see the difference between it and wood. The wood's got a little bit higher frequency to it than what the plastic does. It's got a little bit more, a little bit louder front end to it. It's just an overall higher pitch call. All of these calls, except for this one, I believe, all these are two-sided, so there's calls on the back. But that really wasn't the point of the video today. I just wanted to do something short and show you guys kind of the differences in these pot call surfaces. So hopefully you got that'll help you guys kind of determine like what type of surface you're going to use. Like I said, a lot of times in the store, you can't just pull a call out of the package and see what it sounds like. And unfortunately, with this pandemic going on, we're unable to, all the expos and stuff like that have been canceled here recently, and you haven't been able to get out to an expo and try something. So I thought I would, do a short video, and then that way, if you wanted to order something offline, or if you did have a chance to make it to the store, you wouldn't have to pull something out of a package. You could actually kind of hear what each one of them sounds like. Our website is still up and running for the time being. With that said, we are changing this week, and we're going to go to just one day, one designated day for shipping. So we are only going to be shipping on Mondays from here on out. We receive orders every single day, multiple orders, and we're going to hold all those orders until the next Monday, and then we'll ship your calls out on the Monday to try to reduce some of the travel and, just practicing social distancing and trying to be smart about this whole situation and keep everybody in the best health, you guys and us. So that's what we're going to be doing. So if you guys order something here in the next couple weeks, you'll notice that it won't ship until Monday. So, but hopefully this helped you guys out. Stay tuned. We're going to keep uploading videos this spring and hopefully get out and do some hunting here soon. So anyway, remember, put your next long beard on speed dial with Spring Fever Custom Calls. See you guys later. Stay safe.